Okay, let's have a little conference about what we've learned and put some of this together. We want to put together our pressure statements, which are basically mental ideas, with our embodied response to pressure, which is our predisposition. And we also want to decide how we're going to proceed, because a portion of you I have learned from teaching this for 15 or 20 years now are still deciding in your mind how much you can understand about what this is and whether you can trust learning from your feelings. You would be approaching this as a mind-body exercise. I want to consider the possibility of reversing the priorities. Make this a body-mind course. For example, argument comes, and you can have a strategy. You can even have a strategy for how compassionate you want to be in the argument and how argumentative you want to be, or how emotional you want to be, or how open you are to the unknown. That's what nonviolent communication is all about. Marshall Rosenberg taught judgments are in the head, feelings are in the heart, and unmet needs, he didn't quite say where they were, but he did say that you had to kind of intuit them. Aikido says they're in the belly. Aikido also says that you have to quiet down the heart and get out of your head before you can be open to inspiration, to intuition, to the wisdom of not knowing. One of the reasons that nonviolent communication, as it's taught in seminars, is often not very effective is that it breaks down under pressure, because pressure sends people into their heads. Things get riled up, the tension goes up, and we think our way out of it. So even if you have nonviolent communication training, you might be thinking about how to speak emotionally, page 2 of your list of languages, and you may choose something from there that's not so sincere because you're really not in touch with what's in your heart. This course teaches you to feel your torso, feel your heart separate from your head. Enables you to trust that when your attention is in your heart, you can speak your feelings truthfully. And it's true. People will know the difference if you're trying to speak emotionally and tell people how bad you feel about what they did to you, and you're in your head about it. Because your heartfelt feelings may be different. So, if you're still struggling with how to think about this, have that conversation with yourself, have it with somebody else. And when you're convinced that, or trust that you can work with your somatic wisdom, your body wisdom, then you really can apply the principles of this course without interference from your mind. Now let's think about how we put this together. We've had practice changing a response to an imagined grab from pushing, caving in, or getting rigid, to ground, center, and extension. Those are the 3 elements that this course teaches that we've taken from Aikido. And we're applying somatic principles, body awareness principles, to learn this from the body. Now, find somebody who's willing to grab your wrists. Have them grab your wrists gently, give you a little bit of forward pressure, and tell you your pressure statement. You're not good enough. When I hear that, I bristle up and I push back. Feel that in your body. Don't respond. Notice what your mind wants to say when someone tells you you're not good enough, cherry green. Take a breath. Find my feelings. I have a choice to speak my feelings. Really. I feel hurt. I feel sad when I hear you say that. Or I'm reminded of how often I have felt that I'm not good enough. And I feel sad, and I feel guilty, and I feel angry. It's not true. I'm not going to say that. I'm actually going to drop deeper. I'm going to stay connected with that feeling. I have a choice now to stay connected with that grab and the statement. Stay connected with the pressure. And can I drop into my center? Can I drop into my core and speak from there and say, I'm sorry you feel that way, and I'm okay right here listening to you. I'm still standing. You haven't bowled me over with your judgments. I might be curious about your feelings. Want to have a more empathic connection with you. There's that whole centered, connected, collaborative arena that we could move into if I can get out of my head, not argue with you about whether I'm good enough, and even let the passions, let the heartfelt feelings drop enough. So everybody learns this, where everybody learns differently. So I can't really say how you will get to the place where you're really learning something from your body. And I really can't say how you're going to use this information. But there's information here that will increase your options and allow you to feel calm and respected under pressure. Feel comfortable. So you can practice this with a partner who can grab you. You can exchange pressure statements. You can teach this to somebody else in this lesson now. You know what it's all about. And you can begin trying it in the kitchen when you get in an argument with how hot the fire ought to be under the frying pan, or how you want to make the bed, or who's the owner of this or that. I think that's enough for now.